Hello everybody and welcome to a spooky making minis food. Today I got 3 of the series 2 Halloween capsules and we're gonna go ahead and build them, open them, and have a great time. So here's the packaging, very cute, very spooky. Got the bats, I freaking love bats. And then every capsule you open, you kind of get a peek of what's on the wrapper. So if you go out and buy these Halloween ones, you may be able to pick the one you want. I thought it was so funny that it came with like 4 instruction manuals. So let's just put these together off to the side. And here are our 3 spooky treats. So let's go ahead and open up our first capsule. We have this cute purple checkerboard. And oh, we have 2 cobweb glasses. Ooh, I think this is gonna be the chocolate crumble cookie brownie cup things. It's like a parfait but brownie. All right, I'm gonna build the little table so we can display our cups. In our first bag, we have an orange trick or treat. And inside are our sour worms. Oh, these are just like Trolli. I love these. Delicious. Let's go ahead and open up our next bag. We have a light blue and it says chill out with a bunch of ghosts on it. Do you guys think ghosts are cold? I've never thought ghosts were cold, but maybe. And in that we have creamy chocolate milk. Ooh, oh, sorry, creamy milk chocolate. So it's like chocolate syrup. And now let's go ahead and open our purple bag. It says, have a spooky day with a bunch of little creepy crawling spiders. And inside we have our chocolate pound cake. Ooh, so it's gonna be chocolate cake inside our cups. And we also get 2 sun-baked sweets. Little gravestones. Let's go ahead and open up our last bag, our handy dandy utensils. And we got our gray tweezers and a little ghosty guy. I wonder what that goes to. He looks like he's that old cartoon with the ghost with the really long legs. And we get 2 spoons that look like shovels. Ooh. And lastly, in our capsule, we have 2 oh, there are 2 coasters for the cups. Little spider web placemats. These are so cute. So that was all of our items in our capsule. Let's go ahead and make our chocolate dirt cup. Let's go ahead and open up our glass spider webs. They're really, really, really cute. We have a spider web design at the bottom of the glass, and it goes up the stem and onto the actual cup. These are so cute. Every time I open one of these little dishwares, I want them in real life for me to use. All right, so here is our chocolate pound cake. I thought there was something leaking out of it, but it's fine. Everything's fine. It got a little stuck on the sticky part, so it decided to get stuck there. And oh my god, so this is just like the other items that we've gotten with like soft, smushy. It's just like moon sand, basically. It's very, very fun to play with. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill up the first layer with our chocolate pound cake. And I'm gonna use the shovel to just scoop it up and also push down so that it's flat at the bottom of the cup. And I thought that this was a flip until I looked closer and I realized it's a twist off. So they fooled me. I'm gonna go ahead and twist that off, and we're gonna add a layer of chocolate to the top of the pound cake. And then I'm going to use the shovel to kind of cover up the chocolate and push it onto the sides of the cup so that it's fully filled up and there will be no holes or leaks on the side. And then we're going to cook it for 5 to 10 minutes. And then after that, we're going to do the same exact thing and do it for 2 more layers. Add the chocolate cake, add the chocolate syrup, cook until we get to the top. And then we do it for a final time for our final layer. Make sure you pack it all the way to the top. And then for the final time, we're going to add a final layer of chocolate syrup. And before we cook that, we're going to go ahead and open up our little gravestones and take one of them and put them on the top of our dirt cup. I think I'm going to take RIP first. And then I'm just going to put that on the back side of the cup and stick it in. And then we're going to go ahead and open up our sour gummies. And they look just like the trolley gummies. They have the red and blue, the orange and yellow, and then the green. And then once we add our toppings, we're gonna go ahead and bake that once again for 5 to 10 minutes. And then after that, we have our first chocolate dirt cup. These are so cute, and honestly, these are one of my favorite desserts. I love chocolate cups, like chocolate cake parfait cups. Oh, they're so good. A cake cup, I love a cake cup. All right, I'm gonna do the exact same thing for the second one, but this time I'm gonna add some spooky magic, and now we have our second chocolate dirt cup. I think honestly this one came out a little bit better. But they're still both very cute because not every cake cup is going to look exactly the same. All right, and now we're gonna go ahead and move on to our second item. Oh, it's green and black. I wonder what we're gonna get. Again, this one came with like 4 instruction manuals. So funny. All right, we got a placemat, an orange and white spiral placemat, and then we get a green and black table. And let's go ahead and open up our first bag. Oh, look at that, little caramel zombie apples. Those are so cute. Oh, some of them are vampires. Oh, and in this bag we have our cake stand. So it looks like we're gonna do the cake. Let's go ahead and open up our second one. And there's a little vampire on the bag saying thank you. And in this one we have our spider web icing web. Our spider icing web. Oh, how cute. We get some sun-baked sweets bats for the top of our cake. And we've seen this bag before. Have a spooky day. I will, thank you. And then inside we have our striped cake. Oh, even the little sun has vampire teeth. How cute. And it is a 2-tiered cake. It looks like the bottom tier is all black and then the top tier has black and white stripes. Kind of looks like Beetlejuice's suit. And then we also get some green and orange sprinkles, 100% spooky. And in our second to last bag, we have again the ghost chill out. And inside we have our glaze for the cake. And in our final bag, our handy dandy utensils. And we get a ghost. And I finally figured out what that goes onto. It goes on the top of the capsule. And we get a ghost and a nice cake slicer. So here's all of our ingredients. Let's go ahead and start building our cake. All right, I'm gonna pop open the cake and place that on our cake stand. It looks like a little hat. You put on a labubu. And then I'm going to take the icing and I'm going to spread it all over the cake. After a while, I got tired of scooping and I realized, well, I'm gonna want it to be droopy and goopy anyway. So I just started to pour it on the sides and kind of ice the sides together. And then I went and poured in our sprinkles onto that sticky glaze, using the tweezers to pick up any excess that fell off the sides. And then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and ice the top of the cake and spread that out with our cake slicer. And I'm gonna add our icing web to the top. And I'm gonna make sure that the holes on the top of the cake where we're gonna put the bats match the holes of the spider web so that it's not covering it or anything. And then after that, we're gonna go ahead and put the topping on the cake and add our bats. I freaking love bats. They're so cute. This is such a cute cake. And then after that, we're going to cook for 5 to 10 minutes, setting the glaze. And that's it. That's our finished cake. I added some more icing to the top and added some sprinkles. I think it came out really, really cute. Absolutely adorable. So let's go ahead and move on to our final item for the video. So lastly, it looks like we have the toxic waste drinks. We got 2 skull glasses. And we have another table, a black and white spiral table with some green and black paint splatters. We're gonna mix some things up this time, and we're gonna open our utensils first. So we have 1 purple straw. We get another pair of tweezers and another little ghosty ghost for our capsule. And I swear there's another straw. Oh, yep, there's our orange straw. All right, let's go ahead and unwrap this. And it looks like we have a purple skull plate for our skull cups. I love wrapping paper. I always gotta show you guys the wrapping paper. Look how cute this purple translucent tray is. Oh, and then little nose looks like a heart. Oh, the details. So that's gonna be for our serving, or we're gonna use that to serve our glasses. And in our next bag, we got the Chill Out Ghosts yet again. And inside, we get our toxic green apple juice or soda. Actually, fun is Sun Fizz, so 100% bubbly. It's probably either sparkling water or a soda, and I'm gonna assume it's a toxic green soda. And in our next bag, we have a spooky day. Inside, we have our ice cubes, some whipped cream, and that seems to be it. We have our orange and purple whipped cream. I wonder if they're flavored. It doesn't say, but I want to assume one's orange and one's like grape. And then here is our ice cubes. And in our last bag, our last trick or treat bag, will it be tricks or will it be treats? Ooh, looks like we got some treats. We got gummy bugs. Ooh, you can see all the different worms and spiders. Oh, and the maggots, the clear maggots. Nasty. Okay, so let's go ahead and start building our drinks. Here's a little sneak peek of what the whipped cream looks like. And let's go ahead and open up our 2 glasses. So they're not tall like the other cups, but they're little short skull glasses that match the tray. Very, very, very cute. So firstly, we're going to go ahead and open up our green apple soda and pour that in to the cups. This resin was very, very, very easy to pour. I really liked it. This one was the best one. And now we're gonna pick out some gummy bugs to add to our drink. So here's all the gummies that come with it. You get a earthworm, another red and yellow worm, then you get a purple spider, and you have the clear/white maggots. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take the whichever bugs that I like, and I'm just gonna push them all in. They're all kind of floating to the top. So once I put that second round of resin, it looked like they really floated up to the top, or kind of dispersed. Some of them went back down to the bottom, some of them went up to the top. And I tried to show you, but it was so liquidy that it would have fell out of the cup. I'm gonna go ahead and add the purple straw into this cup. And then we're gonna add our ice. And they're just little ice cubes, nothing like the Hello Kitty. I was expecting them to be like little skulls, but that would be really hard to do. And then once we finish adding our ice, we're going to go ahead and set the soda. And while that's setting, we're gonna go ahead and move on to our second one. Now this one I did a little bit different. I added the ice first, and then I slowly started to add bugs and push them down into places that I wanted. And then we're gonna go ahead and add more resin. I added some more bugs and some more ice cubes. And then after I'm done setting those bugs in there, I'm going to go ahead and place the orange straw into the cup, top off the drink, and add another little worm to the side of the glass. And then we're gonna set that aside and let it bake along with the other drink. Okay, and then once those are done setting, we're gonna add a little bit more resin to the top of the drink so that we can add our whipped cream. And then we're going to cook that again for another 5 to 10 minutes. And then once we're done with that, we have our 2 finished drinks. They look so cute. They look so yummy. The bugs in there is crazy. This was really fun. I really liked this one. I think it came out really good, especially since you can see all the bugs in there. Oh, it came out really good. It's hard to see on camera, but you can definitely see it in real life. Alright, and with that, we finished our Series 2 Make It Mini Halloweens. Go ahead and let me know in the comments which one was your favorite, which one you would like to build, and what items would you like to see in another set. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!